Hello, and welcome to Tim's Reflections from Ohio, a YouTube video series where we talk about and reflect on parables that Jesus told, as well as stories from his life and stories that he actually told. Today, our reflection comes from Luke chapter 9, and we'll be reading from verse 51 down to verse 56. And it says, Now it came to pass, when the time had come for him to be received up, that he steadfastly set his face to go to Jerusalem, and sent messengers before his face. And as they went, they entered a village of the Samaritans to prepare for him. But they did not receive him, because his face was set for the journey to Jerusalem. And when his disciples, James and John, saw this, they said, Lord, do you want us to command fire to come down from heaven and consume them, just as Elijah did? But he turned and rebuked them and said, You do not know what manner of spirit you are of. For the Son of Man did not come to destroy men's lives, but to save them. And they went to another village. Here we have Jesus. He's on his way to Jerusalem. He knows the end is near. The time of his crucifixion is coming close. And he was going to go through the village of the Samaritans. And they refused to receive him. There was some disharmony between the Jews and the Samaritans, and they did not want him there because, as it said, his face was set for the journey to Jerusalem. So they refused to allow him to enter their city. James and John said, Do you want us to call down fire from heaven and consume them, just as Elijah did? And Jesus said, You do not know what manner of spirit you are of. For the Son of Man did not come to destroy men's lives, but to save them. Here we have Jesus. He has been rebuffed by the Samaritans, treated unfairly, but instead of retaliating, instead of returning evil for evil, he just turned the other way and moved on. And here's a reflection for us today. What do we do when other people, they make fun of us because of our Christian beliefs? When they treat us unfairly, when they step on us to get ahead in the workplace. We thought we were going to get that promotion, and the boss unfairly gave it to someone else. How do we handle those situations? Do we retaliate and say, if that's the way they want to be, then I can be just as obstinate? Do we fight and argue with our spouses and our family members and our neighbors when things don't go the way we think they should? Or do we respond like Jesus and say, Jesus said he did not come to destroy men's lives, but to save them? Do we take the attitude, we are not here to retaliate and repay others for the evil they've done to us, but we're here to help them to be saved? Do we use our Christian influence to love others, to point them to Jesus, so that they can see him reflecting in our lives? These are some things that we need to think about, because we all face challenges in our daily lives when we are, when we are treated unfairly, stepped on, walked on, beaten down. And we need to handle these things like Jesus did, and just move on. But to show love, to show compassion, to show caring, to show God's love to these people. That's our reflection for today. And I encourage you to give this some thought. How do we handle these situations? Remember, Jesus did not come to destroy men's lives, but to save them. And we should be here for the same thing, to help others, our loved ones, our family members, our neighbors, our co-workers, our friends. Help them to be saved also. If you've been blessed by the reflection today, please hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment. Thank you so much for viewing. God bless you, and remember, God loves you.